Hi, David here. The project for today is swapping out the transmission fluid in the 98 Ford Contour with 2.5 liter V6 engine, 5-speed manual transmission. It's not an automatic, it's a manual, and I change the transmission fluid every 2 years, which is about 24,000 miles. This transmission takes about 2.7 quarts of transmission fluid, and the transmission fluid to use as specified by Ford is Valvoline ATF, automatic transmission fluid. It's not a grease, it's not a heavy oil, it's automatic transmission fluid. And the way to do it, I've got the car jacked up on jack stands. Never crawl under a car that's on a jack, always use jack stands to support it, because that's the safest way to do it. We'll go under the car, and engine oil pan is here, transmission is here on the left side, which is the driver's side. Go back, move this wire out of the way, get your 8mm metric Allen wrench, show you where it's at. The plug is right here. Get that thing in the way, don't I? There's the plug. Get it on there. The baby's on there tight. I know it's gonna come. Hold on a minute. Okay, I got it. Took 2 hands. You don't have to worry about the car being up on the jack. It is not on a level surface, but the drain hole is at the rear of the transmission. So I think being on the jack with the front end up, you've got more fluid can escape. There we go, and I'm doing a great job getting fluid all over my trouble light. Got a mess to clean up here. Okay, all the oil's drained out. I put the plug back in, I put the wire assembly back into place, and then we look forward to the forward end of the transmission. Right here, that's a fill plug. And as you notice, there might be room for here in my hand. There might be room in here for my hand, but there's no room in here to pour fluid into there. So what I'm going to do first of all is I'm going to attach a hose to it and pour it from the top. And then since the car is on an incline, the car has to be filled level, because what you do is you just keep filling fluid in here until it starts pouring out to this hole, because the level of filled is right at the bottom of this hole, so the fluid starts weeping out when it's filled. So after I get the hose in here, I'm going to take the car off the jack stands, lower it so it's level, and I'll just start filling from the top, and so the fluid starts coming out. So I'm going to move the drain pan under this hole, and let me show you what I'm doing for a hose. This is the hose I'm using. I don't know what the size of this hose is, but you see I had to shave off some of the end of the hose so it fits into the fill hole of the transmission. And then I have this end of the hose. I had to put a larger hose on the end of this so that I could fit my funnel like this. The funnel just fits into the end of the hole like this. I fill it that way, and I take the hose that goes in the transmission, this end, I have to thread it down through the top and put it in the transmission, and I'll show you how that works. Okay, I got the hose end down here. That's this. I'm just going to stick it in the opening. By the way, that's an 8mm Allen wrench fitting as well. Then we'll go up on top, start filling it up. So I've got my funnel wired to the hood fitting, hold the funnel up. I want to keep the hose taut so I don't have any kinks in there, so all the fluid could go down straight. And I'm going to start filling fluid in there. Okay, I fed 3 quarts in there, and I think it's not focused, is it? I think what's happening is I think the hose has sealed the opening, and I think the fluid ran up the hose some, so the car is level. I'll pull the hose out, see if it's weeping out. Pull it out and hold on to the filler end. I don't see any running up. I'm going to add some more. I think I got it this time. What happened was I had some bottles of transmission fluid that weren't completely full. They had been opened. Let's try again. Yep, okay. It's full now. I can let what's in the hose run out as well. When this runs out, put the cap on with your 8mm Allen wrench and you're good to go. And that's how we do it at the dog pound.